Imagine walking into a room, feeling confident and self-assured, only to notice that someone's gaze lingers on you with an intensity that feels more invasive than curious. That someone is often a narcissist, drawn to your aura not because they admire you, but because they see your strength as a challenge to their own sense of superiority. This is a common experience for what we might call the chosen ones, individuals who naturally exude confidence, authenticity, and independence. The chosen ones are individuals who, by their very nature, challenge the traditional dynamics of power and influence that narcissists strive to dominate. Their strong sense of self and emotional resilience makes them less susceptible to manipulation, often sparking resentment and hostility from narcissistic personalities. In this video, we will delve into why narcissists specifically target chosen ones, the tactics they use to undermine them, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. We'll explore effective strategies to recognize narcissistic behaviors, establish strong boundaries, and maintain your emotional health. Whether you're dealing with a narcissist in your personal life, at work, or in any social setting, understanding these dynamics and preparing yourself can empower you to navigate these challenging interactions confidently. Let's dive in. The psychology of narcissism. Narcissism, a term frequently tossed around in discussions about difficult personalities, is more than just an obsession with one's image or an overinflated ego. At its core, narcissism is characterized by a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a constant need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. These traits form the foundation of what clinicians refer to as narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. Narcissists thrive on the admiration and attention of others. Their self-esteem is often dependent on being affirmed by the people around them, leading them to seek out positions and relationships that allow them to be the center of attention. Coupled with this need for admiration is a marked lack of empathy, which prevents them from genuinely understanding or caring about the emotional states of others. This makes their relationships superficial and exploitative. The desire for dominance is another cornerstone of narcissistic behavior. Narcissists often feel a compelling need to control others and situations, believing that they are inherently superior and that their ideas and needs should always take precedence. This can manifest as aggressive or manipulative behavior aimed at maintaining their perceived superiority over others. These traits of narcissism starkly contrast with the characteristics typically found in chosen ones, individuals who exude independence and strong self-worth. Chosen ones do not rely on external validation to feel good about themselves. They possess an internal reservoir of confidence and self-assurance. This independence often means they are less likely to feed into the narcissist's need for constant admiration or to submit to their desire for control and dominance. The clash between a narcissist's need for a submissive, adoring audience and a chosen one's strong, self-sufficient personality is at the heart of the conflict. Narcissists feel threatened by individuals who do not seek their approval or validation. The independence of chosen ones directly challenges the narcissist's sense of superiority and control, often leading the narcissist to react with hostility or manipulation in an attempt to reaffirm their dominance. This threat is exacerbated in situations where chosen ones are recognized and admired by others, as it can provoke jealousy and a competitive drive in narcissists who fear being overshadowed or exposed as less capable or less admirable than they perceive themselves to be. The resulting dynamics can be complex and fraught with conflict, as narcissists may engage in various tactics to undermine or regain control over the chosen ones. Understanding these underlying psychological motivations is crucial for chosen ones to navigate their interactions with narcissists effectively, recognizing the signs of manipulation and maintaining their autonomy. Why narcissists target chosen ones. Narcissists are often drawn to individuals they perceive as chosen ones, not out of admiration or genuine affection, but because these individuals possess traits that deeply challenge the narcissist's worldview. Chosen ones typically exhibit a profound sense of autonomy, maintain strong personal boundaries, and demonstrate a remarkable resilience against manipulation, qualities that provoke both interest and irritation in a narcissist. Autonomy. Chosen ones are known for their ability to operate independently and not rely excessively on others for emotional support or decision-making. This trait can be particularly provocative to a narcissist, who thrives on others' dependence on them for affirmation and decision guidance. The self-sufficiency of chosen ones means they are less likely to seek approval or validation from a narcissist, which directly undermines the narcissist's need to feel special and central to someone's life. Strong personal boundaries. Individuals who set clear limits and assertively communicate their needs pose a significant challenge to narcissists, who often look for people susceptible to their control and influence. Strong boundaries disrupt the narcissist's ability to manipulate and dictate terms within the relationship. When a chosen one enforces boundaries, it signals to the narcissist that their usual tactics of guilt-tripping, gaslighting, and emotional leverage won't easily work. Lack of susceptibility to manipulation. Chosen ones often have a keen insight into interpersonal dynamics and can spot manipulation tactics from a distance. Their ability to remain unswayed by attempts to alter their perception or feelings represents a direct challenge to a narcissist's influence and authority. This lack of susceptibility can frustrate narcissists as it deprives them of the control they seek over others' emotions and actions. These traits challenge the narcissist's sense of superiority and control in several ways. Firstly, they diminish the narcissist's ability to derive narcissistic supply, which is the attention, admiration, and fear they feed off from others. Without this supply, narcissists feel threatened and destabilized. Secondly, the independence and assertiveness of chosen ones can lead to conflicts where the narcissist's authority is questioned or ignored, provoking narcissistic injury, a threat to the narcissist's self-esteem and self-worth. In response to these challenges, narcissists may target chosen ones in an attempt to break down their defenses and bring them under control. Recognizing these dynamics allows chosen ones to better navigate interactions with narcissists, reinforcing their boundaries and protecting their autonomy without escalating conflict unnecessarily. Understanding why narcissists are drawn to these traits also empowers chosen ones to stay firm in their values and not be swayed by the covert or overt pressures exerted by narcissistic individuals. Common tactics used by narcissists. Narcissists employ a range of manipulative tactics to undermine and control their targets, with chosen ones often finding themselves at the receiving end of some particularly insidious strategies. Understanding these tactics is crucial for recognizing when you are being manipulated and for protecting your mental and emotional well-being. Gaslighting. This tactic involves the narcissist questioning the memories, perceptions, and sanity of the chosen one. By denying events occurred or by dismissing the victim's feelings as overreactions, the narcissist creates doubt and confusion. For example, if a chosen one confronts the narcissist about hurtful comments or actions, the narcissist might counter by insisting it never happened or claiming the victim is too sensitive, effectively turning the reality on its head. Triangulation. Narcissists often use triangulation to create jealousy and rivalry. This involves bringing a third party into the dynamics of the relationship, either as a comparison or as an ally. For instance, a narcissist might praise another person's abilities or charm to make the chosen one feel inadequate and insecure. Alternatively, they might share secrets with someone else or engage in private communications aiming to alienate and diminish the chosen one. Devaluation discard phase. In this phase, the narcissist shifts from idealizing their target to devaluing them. Early in the relationship, the chosen one might be showered with affection and praise, making them feel special and valued. However, as the narcissist begins to feel threatened or bored, they start to criticize, demean, and eventually withdraw their affection and attention, leaving the chosen one confused and desperate for the validation they once freely received. This cycle can be emotionally draining and disorienting for the victim, often leaving deep psychological scars. Real life. Example. Consider the case of Anna, who was once praised by her narcissistic partner Tom for her independent thinking and strong moral values. As she began to assert herself in the relationship, Tom felt his control slipping. He started to subtly undermine her, suggesting she was misunderstanding the intentions of others or recalling their conversations incorrectly. Eventually, he began comparing her unfavorably to co-workers or friends, praising them for qualities he claimed Anna lacked. When she expressed her distress, Tom accused her of being too needy and overly dramatic, eventually moving towards a cold and distant demeanor, signaling the start of the discard phase. Recognizing these tactics when they occur can empower chosen ones to maintain their sense of reality and self-worth. By understanding the patterns and learning how to respond effectively, they can protect themselves from the emotional roller coaster often associated with interacting with a narcissist. Recognizing narcissistic red flags. Navigating interactions with a narcissist, especially for someone with a strong sense of self like a chosen one, means being vigilant about certain warning signs. Understanding these signs can prevent a lot of emotional turmoil. Initially, narcissists might come across as highly charismatic, often overwhelming you with compliments and what appears to be genuine interest. They might also rush emotional intimacy, pushing for a commitment early on to secure your affection quickly before you notice their less desirable traits. This can often be accompanied by grand gestures and promises, signs of love bombing, where the intensity of affection feels disproportionate and unsustainable. A key sign to watch for is future faking, where they make extravagant plans for the future that never seem to materialize. This keeps you hooked, always waiting for the fulfillment of exciting plans that are just around the corner. Alongside this, they might use gaslighting techniques, denying things they've said or done, or accusing you of misremembering, which can make you question your sanity. As the relationship progresses, a shift often occurs from adoration to frequent unwarranted criticism. This isn't just about pointing out real issues, it's often about trivial things intended to chip away at your self-esteem. Another major red flag is a noticeable lack of empathy. They might seem indifferent or even irritated by your emotional needs, especially if attending to them doesn't serve their interests. Manipulation is another tool in their arsenal. Whether it's guilt-tripping you for spending time with others or subtly suggesting you're not good enough, the aim is to keep you unbalanced and more likely to conform to their desires. Trusting your instincts is crucial. If you feel something is off, it's important to listen to that feeling. Sometimes, talking things through with someone detached from the situation, like a trusted friend or a therapist, can provide clarity. Keeping a personal record of incidents that felt manipulative can also help you see patterns over time, confirming your doubts with concrete examples. Educating yourself about these behaviors not only helps you recognize them, but also prepares you to respond effectively. The more you know, the harder it is for a narcissist to undermine your sense of reality. By staying alert and informed, chosen ones can protect their emotional well-being and maintain their autonomy. Building your emotional armor. Building emotional resilience and maintaining self-esteem are critical when dealing with narcissists, especially for those inherently strong-willed and independent. Here are some strategies that can help fortify your emotional defenses. Develop a strong sense of self. Understanding and reaffirming your values, goals, and strengths can protect your self-esteem from being eroded by a narcissist's manipulations. Regular self-reflection through journaling or meditation can help solidify your sense of self and remind you of your worth, independent of anyone else's opinion. Set firm boundaries. Narcissists often thrive by crossing personal boundaries to create dependency or confusion. Establishing and maintaining clear boundaries is not just a defensive strategy, it's an essential aspect of self-care. Be clear about what behavior you will not tolerate and enforce these boundaries consistently, even if it leads to conflict. This could mean anything from limiting the information you share to deciding not to engage in arguments that go in circles. Practice self-compassion. Being kind to yourself is crucial. Narcissistic abuse can sometimes lead to feelings of inadequacy or self-blame. Remind yourself that the issues lie with the narcissist's behavior, not with you. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a good friend. Seek professional guidance. Therapists or counselors who specialize in narcissistic abuse can provide invaluable support. They offer a space to talk openly about your experiences and validate your feelings. They can also equip you with tools to handle interactions with narcissists effectively and heal from emotional abuse. Build a support network. Surround yourself with friends and family who understand your situation and support your well-being. A strong support network can provide emotional sustenance and perspective when you're dealing with a narcissist. These are the people who remind you of your worth and bring joy and authenticity into your life. Educate yourself about narcissism. Knowledge is power. The more you understand about narcissistic personality disorder, the better you can protect yourself from its impacts. Educational resources can also help you articulate your experiences and validate what you're going through, which is especially useful in moments of self-doubt. Engage in activities that boost your confidence. Engage in hobbies and activities that make you feel good about yourself. Whether it's sports, arts, or a professional accomplishment, doing things that affirm your skills and independence can boost your self-esteem and reinforce your sense of self-worth. By integrating these strategies into your daily life, you build a robust emotional armor that not only shields you from the impacts of narcissistic behavior, but also bolsters your ability to navigate the world with confidence and assertiveness. This preparation ensures that your mental and emotional health remains intact, empowering you to maintain your core strength no matter the external pressures. Effective strategies to protect yourself. Dealing with narcissists requires a tactical approach to protect your emotional well-being. Setting firm boundaries and learning to emotionally disengage from manipulative behaviors are key strategies that can significantly enhance your resilience. Here's how you can implement these strategies effectively. Setting boundaries. Start by defining what behaviors you are unwilling to tolerate. Be specific, whether it's no longer accepting disrespectful comments, refusing to engage in conversations that involve guilt-tripping, or not responding to unreasonable demands. Once these boundaries are set, communicate them clearly to the narcissist. Remember, it's not about getting their approval or making them understand your point of view. It's about stating how things are going to be. When those boundaries are inevitably tested, enforce them consistently, without exceptions. This might mean ending a conversation or leaving a situation if your boundaries are not respected. Using non-engagement techniques. Narcissists thrive on the emotional reactions they can elicit. Your best defense is often a calm, non-engaged demeanor. Practice responses that are neutral and non-committal, like, "I see your point," or "I'll think about that." This type of response offers no fuel for further manipulation. It's important to keep interactions factual and devoid of emotional content. If the narcissist begins to escalate or provoke, maintain your composure and restate your boundary if needed. Then disengage. Grey Rock Method. This method involves making yourself as uninteresting as possible to the narcissist. When you must interact with them, keep your responses so bland and unemotional that the narcissist finds no pleasure in interacting with you. Talk about mundane things or limit your responses to simple answers like yes, no, or maybe. This technique can be particularly effective in minimizing drama. Limit your availability. Reducing the frequency of your interactions can also help protect your mental health. Set limits on how often you see them, how long you stay, and what you do during your interactions. If you have to attend the same events, plan to stay for a limited time and have an exit strategy. Practice self-care. Strengthening your emotional and physical well-being is crucial. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, sufficient sleep, and mindfulness practices like yoga or meditation can improve your ability to handle stress and reduce the emotional toll of dealing with a narcissist. Seek external support. Sometimes, managing a relationship with a narcissist can feel overwhelming. Talking to a therapist or joining a support group for those who have dealt with narcissistic relationships can provide additional coping strategies and emotional support. By combining these strategies, you build a protective barrier around your emotional well-being. Setting boundaries and disengaging from manipulative behaviors allow you to interact with narcissists on your terms, preserving your mental health and maintaining control over your emotional state. Healing and moving forward. Recovering from a narcissistic relationship is a journey that requires time, patience, and commitment to self-care. It's about healing from the emotional trauma and rebuilding the sense of self that may have been eroded by manipulation and abuse. Here are some steps you can take to facilitate this recovery process and ensure that you move forward stronger. Acknowledge the hurt. The first step in healing is recognizing and accepting the pain the relationship caused. This might involve coming to terms with the reality that the emotional abuse was not your fault, and that the behaviors you experienced were due to the narcissist's issues, not your inadequacies. Understanding this can lift the burden of blame from your shoulders and begin the process of healing. Seek professional help. Therapy can be incredibly beneficial in recovering from narcissistic abuse. A therapist who specializes in emotional abuse or narcissistic personality disorder can help you untangle the complexities of your experiences and offer tools for managing emotional distress. Therapy provides a safe space to explore your feelings, understand patterns, and learn how to protect yourself in the future. Rebuild your self-esteem. Narcissistic relationships often leave individuals doubting their worth and questioning their reality. Activities and practices that reinforce your value and capabilities are vital. This might include pursuing hobbies that you set aside or starting new projects that affirm your skills and independence. Celebrate small victories and set achievable goals to rebuild confidence. Establish healthy boundaries. Learning to set and enforce healthy boundaries is crucial after experiencing a narcissistic relationship. These boundaries will help protect your emotional well-being and are essential in all healthy relationships. Practice stating your needs clearly and assertively without feeling guilty for prioritizing your well-being. Cultivate positive relationships. Surround yourself with people who respect and encourage you. Healthy relationships are based on mutual respect, empathy, and understanding. Seek out and nurture relationships with friends and family who support you and make you feel valued. Being part of a community where you can share openly and feel connected can significantly enhance your recovery. Focus on self-care. Invest time in activities that promote mental, physical, and emotional health. Whether it's through exercise, meditation, reading, or relaxing, find what helps you to feel peaceful and grounded. Self-care is not selfish. It's a necessary process to recharge and reclaim your energy. Reflect and learn. Reflect on the relationship to understand what happened and why. This reflection can help you learn from the experience and better recognize red flags in future relationships. However, focus on doing this reflection from a place of growth and understanding, not self-blame. Healing from a narcissistic relationship is about reclaiming your life and finding joy in your independence and resilience. It's a gradual process of rediscovering and affirming your self-worth, and each step you take towards recovery is a testament to your strength and ability to move forward. In this video, we've explored the complex dynamics of why narcissists might specifically target chosen ones and the various tactics they employ to exert control, such as gaslighting, triangulation, and the devaluation discard phase. Understanding these patterns is crucial in recognizing the early signs of narcissistic behavior and protecting oneself from potential emotional harm. We've also discussed effective strategies for building emotional resilience, setting firm boundaries, and emotionally disengaging to safeguard your well-being. Healing from a narcissistic relationship involves acknowledging the pain, seeking professional help, and actively engaging in self-care to rebuild self-esteem and establish healthier interpersonal dynamics. Now, I encourage you to share your own experiences in the comments below, whether it's insights you've gained from dealing with narcissists or questions about specific challenges you're facing. Your stories can provide support and encouragement to others navigating similar situations. Let's build a community where we can learn from each other and continue to grow stronger together. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing for more content on personal growth and overcoming interpersonal challenges. Your engagement helps us continue to provide valuable insights and support to those who need it most.